Mabilis pa, parang di nagbago. Parang nakalaban lang ako ng kasunod to ah.
Ang iba din kalaban Pacquiao.
Kaya.
Bulog jab, bulog jab. Nih buat kalaban jab, suking. Kami kita bagus banget.
At 47 years old, Manny Pacquiao has begun preparing for his highly anticipated rematch against Floyd Mayweather Jr., reigniting the intense rivalry that first captured the world's attention back in 2015.
Into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao.
The iconic boxer has resumed rigorous training, showing that neither age nor time has diminished his speed, strength, or fierce competitiveness inside the ring.
E-bike, nice.
Each morning, before the sun rises, Pacquiao starts with grueling road workouts, running relentlessly to restore the stamina that made him a boxing legend.
I miss boxing. I'm excited for the fans to give a good fight. Boxing is my passion. The way I train, the way I work hard to make sure that I can give a good fight to the fans. Still here. Manny Pacquiao is back.
Talk to me about the run. How strenuous was it? Was it harder than you were thinking, easier than what you're thinking? How did it go down?
I gotta say, everything's just mental, you know, and it was definitely, you could definitely feel it, you know, for sure, especially going up those hills, you know, and for him to do this every day, every morning, is definitely a lot of hard work, but he's really dedicated.
Once he finishes his long-distance runs, Manny Pacquiao moves on to intense gym workouts, practicing with pads, hitting the heavy bag, and executing rapid-fire combinations. He then focuses on strength and conditioning exercises to enhance both his power and endurance.
Good morning, Dr. Dan. Good morning, Sir. It's a sunny day. Ano mga plano po natin for today? But all enjoy the rest of the day. Namainit po tayo ha. Puro mga gagawin po natin sa araw ito.
Ha?
Nakita na kami.
Ha?
Nakita.
Pacquiao also maintains his renowned stick training, designed to toughen his body. During sessions, his team repeatedly taps his midsection and torso with wooden sticks, strengthening muscles and improving his capacity to withstand powerful blows. This practice enhances core strength, boosts endurance, and mentally equips him for the rigors of top-level competition.
It hurts me more than you, man.
Will you start?
That's a good massage. That's a deep tissue massage. Yes, right. Oh, but now it's tattoos. 30 seconds. Fine. For somewhere, move up with the vision. Move up the 54. Time! Yes, right. Stop. Go. Okay, done. Let's take it on the top. Harder! Ah! Hit it, man. Hit it. Hey, here's cool. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 10 seconds, baby. Come on. Yeah, baby. Done. Do that in the fight. Ready to be happy, I'll be happy. Do that in the fight. Get mad. No more? 30, 45 minutes.
He acknowledges that boxing is exceptionally demanding, emphasizing the importance of listening to your body and mind when they signal fatigue. Yet, as long as determination, passion, and a commitment to rigorous training persist, he believes you should continue pushing forward.
Don't get hurt.
Of course, boxing is boxing, it's really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have, you have interest to punish yourself like that, for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then go for it. Like, continue boxing,
Yeah.
But
if you do that, you'll be successful.
of course. But something like, comes to your mind, like especially in the middle of like preparation, like let's say 2 months. After 1 month training, it's like he's tired, like lazy.
I agree. It's not a sport you play.
But as long as you enjoy it, you enjoy, you're happy doing it, good, go for it,
Pacquiao notes that tiredness and self-doubt frequently surface during the middle of training camp, challenging one's dedication. He believes true progress comes from moving past these moments while remaining mindful of the body's limits.
That's what I'm doing, when the time comes, comes to my mind, my heart, I'm busy, tired. Then forget about boxing. Yeah, right? But as long as you have passion, dedication,
you still have fire, then yeah.
Yes, of course. But look at your body also, because sometimes your mind is active, but your body
says no. Mine stopped a long time ago.
So that's why I'm trying. I'm trying to push myself, but stop it.
Ganda.
Hard work, Jack. Si Jack Jack, agos na lang pupunta sa Jack Hard work, Jack.
Ako na talaga sa'yo. Dama yan, di kami drive mag-mark.
Pacquiao isn't just gearing up for his big rematch. He's also bringing his son, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., along for the journey. In the gym, he guides his son through demanding pad drills, heavy bag routines, and rigorous conditioning exercises, sharing his expertise every step of the way. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is fully immersed in his training camp, fine-tuning the defensive skills, timing, and ring intelligence that define his career. The undefeated fighter is concentrating on conditioning, pad drills, and carefully managed sparring to preserve both his accuracy and endurance.
Watch it. Watch it. I said that like I have my distance. That's why I said shit. I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance. You gotta know your distance. Cool. Watch it. Again, touch the gun. Hey,
What makes this rematch stand out from Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent fights is its official nature. Unlike his past exhibitions, which often resembled controlled sparring with minimal intensity and no real stakes, this is a sanctioned professional bout. Mayweather's undefeated record is officially on the line, giving every punch, round, and tactic genuine significance. For fans, this ensures authentic tension, risk, and competitiveness. Unlike exhibition matches, where results are mostly symbolic, both fighters are fully invested, bringing years of skill, preparation, and legacy into the ring. The high stakes transform the event into a serious contest, where history, pride, and professional credibility are all at risk, not just entertainment.
Japanese promoter had to come out and go, hey, wait a minute, I think we're a little bit lost in translation here. In Japan, by exhibition, what I'm talking about is, this is a extravaganza. This is a once in a lifetime. This is big event. But apparently that doesn't mean that to you guys. It's like, okay, I can meet you halfway. The problem is, with an exhibition, Floyd's perfect record of 50-0 is not on the line. And whether you want to call that an extravaganza or something else, if there is not a sanctioning body and the record's not on the line, what are we doing it for? It's very tough, right? So Floyd has been going around and he's been doing these exhibition matches, and whoever put this together demanded the record is on.
Many fans and experts who initially doubted the possibility of another Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao matchup were openly skeptical. Questions arose about their age, timing, and whether the excitement of their 2015 encounter could be recreated. Some even dismissed it as more of a nostalgic spectacle than a serious fight. Today, however, the discussion has changed. Those same critics are now examining training clips, breaking down strategies, and evaluating how both legends have developed since their first showdown.
Manny and Floyd Part 2 got announced. I was a little, I gotta tell you, but I've had a couple of days to sleep on it, and I have a different opinion. I got two reasons for it. First off, 4 million people bought that pay-per-view. Okay, now this was 11 years ago. 4 million people bought that pay-per-view. It officially is the biggest pay-per-view in history, not just for fighting. This sold more than anything else. All right, that's something. Now, secondly, Floyd is putting his record on the line. And I don't know who gets credit here, but I give it to the promoter of the event, of which largely goes unnamed and just gets called Netflix. Okay, great. Hey, Netflix. Dude, man on the phone. Great job. Great job. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Look, exhibition, that term has never worked. In fact, that term creates problems in America. That term was first introduced to us in America through Floyd going to Japan, doing a fight in Ryzen, and it was an exhibition. When we all hear about that, we go, well, this is play. This is a spar session.
Another factor driving the buzz around this rematch is the unfinished story from their first meeting. Many fans felt the 2015 fight didn't fully meet expectations, leaving a lingering sense of what could have been. As Mike Tyson noted after that bout, it captured years of anticipation for a definitive showdown. While historic, the initial fight left questions about tactics, speed, and who truly had the advantage. Now, with both fighters having evolved over the years, this rematch offers more than nostalgia. It's an opportunity to resolve those debates and deliver the high-stakes excitement fans have awaited for over a decade.
The night that fight happened, And I remember Mike Tyson specifically came out to the media and he asked a question. His whole statement, his whole interview was actually a question. He said, "We waited our whole lives to see that." And Mike really summed it up for all of us. It was a letdown. And if those two are going to go at him, and you're talking about Sphere and you're talking about boxing, and that means a couple of things. One, it's going to be a really big and really expensive event. And two, don't think you're going to get a supporting cast as this story unfolds. Like, don't think some killer co-main event's going to come on. And I kind of got my interest, and my wife and I might go, but I want to see who's opening the card. Now, it's not like that for boxing. Floyd and Manny have got to be enough. And you know what? It might be. There is something interesting to Floyd putting it on.
Pacquiao has admitted that he wasn't at peak condition for his 2015 matchup with Floyd Mayweather Jr. The Filipino star revealed that a serious right shoulder injury during training hampered his ability to throw combinations and fully use his aggressive approach. This injury limited his range of motion and punching output, ultimately impacting his performance on boxing's grandest stage.
You mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through, popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing changed.
Simon Jordan dismissed the idea that a second matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao carries true competitive weight, referring to their 2015 fight, where Mayweather earned a decisive victory. He argued that the outcome left little unresolved. In Jordan's view, Pacquiao's recent performances suggest a fighter approaching the later stage of his career, while Mayweather has remained active through exhibition bouts that lack the intensity and stakes of top-level professional fights. Jordan sees this rematch as driven more by commercial considerations than sporting necessity. He points out that modern streaming platforms like Netflix increasingly treat boxing as premium entertainment, focusing on global reach rather than pure competition. With a huge international subscriber base, even a small increase in sign-ups can help cover the enormous costs of staging such events.
Floyd's unbeaten record and the professional status of the bout add any intrigue to this at all?
No. Not really. I don't think so. I mean, Manny Pacquiao's had a fight recently, hasn't he, against Mario Barris, who's just lost his title to Ryan Garcia, deservedly so. And that was a draw in which most people saw Pacquiao at the end of his career, saw what was left of him, and were not too happy that he came back again. Floyd Mayweather has had a variety of different bouts. I mean, I hear that he's going to fight Mike Tyson. I don't understand what that thinking is. Or an exhibition. We've seen him fight and hold up Conor McGregor in an exhibition fight. It's Netflix building entertainment models around sports. Sport is entertainment. It crosses over. Netflix have got a proven model of success that ultimately they invest some money into these sort of things, whether it's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson or Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. They'll look at their lifetime value of their average subscriber, not every subscriber, but their average subscriber, and then they multiply it by the amount of subscribers they think they're going to get as new ones, and they make a commercial decision.
Teddy Atlas carefully assesses the physical condition of both fighters. In terms of age, he sees no clear advantage, viewing Mayweather and Pacquiao as evenly matched veterans approaching the later stages of their careers. However, looking at overall wear and tear, Atlas gives Mayweather the edge. His defensive, cautious approach over the years has helped preserve his body despite decades in the ring. On the other hand, reflexes and timing play a critical role in boxing. And here Pacquiao comes out ahead. Having fought more recently, he has maintained sharp reactions and precise timing. Mayweather's extended inactivity, even with his flawless record, could slow his reflexes early in the fight, potentially giving Pacquiao a tactical advantage.
I put even. They each get a check. They're both old. All right, so that's number one. The number two was who's got less miles on the odometer. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. You know, at least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, you know, Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been a naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little bit, evens it out. The naturally bigger guy is Mayweather, but the natural punch was always...
Pacquiao has stayed more actively involved in competitive fights in recent years, including a notable bout against Mario Barrios that ended in a contentious draw. Many analysts felt Pacquiao had done enough to claim victory, displaying glimpses of the speed, timing, and offensive bursts that defined his prime. While age has inevitably reduced his overall output and durability, the performance demonstrated that he can still compete effectively at a professional level, especially against strong opponents. By contrast, Mayweather has mostly confined his appearances to exhibition events rather than official professional matches. These shows, designed primarily for entertainment, have featured opponents ranging from former champions to high-profile celebrities.
Biggest names in the history of the sport. They're both old, we get that, but they're both doing this in a pro fight. This will not be an exhibition, it'll be a pro fight. So it is gonna go on someone's record. Could Manny actually take Floyd's O away? And here I am getting drug into this thing, and you know what? I'm not even mad about it because I understand what it is. It's not gonna be the highest level of fight between these two, and I don't think it sullies their name any worse than what Floyd was doing with John Gotti III. No offense to top 3 black person of all time, but Deji, some other fights that no one really watched or cared about. Floyd did that to himself, but he still has the drawing power across from his greatest rival in Manny Pacquiao to make this an interesting fight. And again, it's a pro fight, so if Floyd goes in there and gets touched up or doesn't have it anymore and the reflexes aren't what they were, and we've seen Manny still has a little bit of it. He's looked a little old in the Barrios fight, looked a little susceptible to being hit, but still has it on the offensive side, still has heavy hands, hurt Barrios with some punches.
This time, fans aren't comparing peak-to-peak dominance, but are focused on a single key question: who has managed to maintain their skills the longest? At their ages, expectations naturally shift, making longevity the main storyline. Supporters are eager to see which fighter has kept their timing, reflexes, conditioning, and ring IQ sharp well into their late 40s. The conversation is no longer about speed or peak performance. It's about endurance and adaptability. Who can still perform under pressure? Who has adjusted their style to offset the effects of age? In a sport where decline can be sudden and relentless, sustained competitiveness is a rare and valuable trait.
While you're watching this fight, to see who still has it at their age, to see the longevity play, right? We argue about Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. At Michael Jordan's peak, there was no one better than him in basketball in the history of the sport, but LeBron James was at the top of his peak for a longer period of time that carried him into more of the GOAT conversations than maybe he even had a right to be in, but he's playing like he's 27 at 37, right? Can Manny outlast Floyd? That'll be the question. Can he carry his ability, carry his technique, carry his skill further in life than Floyd did and put one blemish on Floyd's record? That's why you're watching this. It's not because they're at world championship level. It's not because they're even at domestic level. Whatever the level they're at, it'll be somewhat of an even playing field, and it won't be an exhibition.
Is this matchup genuinely a measure of which fighter has aged more gracefully? Or is it primarily a strategic financial decision? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.